Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Live at 5. If you're new to the group, we have a lot of new people this week and last week. The Live at 5s, they happen every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I go on here and I give you more information that you need to heal yourself from MS, just the way I did. It took me a long time to do it, but after I did it, I put it all together in a nice, easy package. And in this group, we follow the protocol, the starve, kill, detox protocol. And it's funny, somebody said the other day, they're like, oh, I have to starve myself? I'm like, oh, no, sorry, I wasn't clear. You have to starve the virus. So starve, kill, detox the virus out of your body. So today we're going to be talking about I call them lies, the lies the doctors tell, because they are lies. Now, whether or not the doctor is intentionally lying, probably not, but they're telling us what they've learned. And we know today that the things that they've been telling us about MS over the past couple of decades is not true. If you're jumping on here, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know where you're from. It's just much nicer to talk to people when I know that there are people there. So we're going to get right into it. I have a couple things that I think are very important, especially when you're just getting started. And again, if you're new, somebody posted the other day about acronyms and how do I keep up with all the acronyms in the group? There's a lot, and I'm sorry. I think I'm going to redo the intro video and include those acronyms like LW, lemon water, HMD, heavy metal detox smoothie, CJ, celery juice. So, oh, look at people are coming on. Okay, Angela, hello. Oh, you're awesome too. Thank you so much. And you're in Long Island. So the weather is probably the same as it is here. Like you're just like spring is like right there, but it's not. Like it's still too cold. Yeah, that's where we are. Mary, hello. It's good to see you. Hi, Becky. Oklahoma City, awesome. Oh, I love when Quinn, when you call me Queen Janine, I just love it. I do. I just love it. So thank you so much. Daria, hello. How are you doing? All right. So we have, I think it's this Sunday. Where are we? We're in April. Easter just passed. Yeah, it's this Sunday, the 24th. We have Catherine's Clearing. So on the fourth Sunday of every month. Oh, hello from South Africa. Natalie, hi. It's good to see you. Natalie is from South Africa. So we have people all over the world joining in here. That's what I love about Facebook. Like it just brings everyone together. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if you're local around the block or around, in the next corner of the world. We're all coming together and we're all helping each other heal, which has been awesome to watch. So I'm sorry I haven't been in the group as much as I've wanted to. If you need me on a post, like if you have a question or something, tag me. It's more likely I'll see it. Jackson is like 7 weeks old now and he's just starting to sleep more. So instead of getting like 45 minutes in a 24-hour period, I actually get a couple hours. So it is getting a lot easier. We're coming up on the workshop. We're going to do a workshop, a free workshop, the first week in May. And I'm going to teach you everything that you can possibly need to know about how to heal MS. And then at the end of that workshop, if you want to join in the group coaching, I'm going to open up the enrollment to the group coaching. And that's a 4-month program. We heal all together. It's a close-knit group of people who are all doing the same thing. And it just keeps you accountable. It keeps you motivated. All right. So this Sunday, if you haven't signed up for the group clearing, do that. That's important. I'll post the link later and when I get done with this. And the workshop is on the website, mindingyoursoul.com. Go to the free workshop and just register. If you register, you'll get reminders and you'll get a chance to win a full scholarship to the group coaching, all free. All right, Angela, yes, need to brush up on acronyms. Oh, that was you, right? Yeah, thank you for posting that because I think we just get used to our acronyms. And I remember I started this job once and I was looking out the window because all the time in these meetings because I was trying to concentrate on what they were saying because it was like learning another language. There were so many acronyms to learn. So I never said anything. A couple weeks go by. My boss pulls me in his office and he goes, Janine, it seems as if you were aloof in these meetings. Me? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, you just stare out the window. So I told him, I'm like, Dave, I'm trying to understand the language that you're all speaking here because it's all acronyms. And I'm trying to jog my memory because I go home and I study your acronyms and what they mean. So I totally get it. It is hard. And that was a really great idea. I think you had it, was like, do a cheat sheet, put it in the files section. So I will definitely be doing that. Yeah, CJ and, oh, yeah, you're right. Lemon water. So yeah, and the HMS, the heavy metal detox smoothie, or HMDS. So there's a lot. So I'm glad you posted that. Thank you. I already said about the free workshop, right? Yeah, website, mindingyoursoul.com. You can sign up there. Okay, so we're going to get into it. So the lies that they told me, and we're going to start with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I do have 5. Okay, so the first one, let's start with the diagnosis. So I think the first lie that they tell you is all of your tests confirm an MS diagnosis. And you assume that, here's a clipboard. You assume that they're looking at this clipboard and they're going, oh yeah, the 3 tests, the blood work, your spinal tap, and your spinal tap, blood work, and your MRI, yeah, they all came back positive for MS. Check. And you don't know what they're looking at, right? So you assume that there's like a positive mark on there, like where it says like MS, like negative or positive, and yours is checked positive. That's not how it works. You can Google this right now while we're doing this. The Mayo Clinic, I printed this right out from the Mayo Clinic so I can read it to you directly. There are no specific tests for MS. Instead, a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis often relies on ruling out other conditions that might produce a similar sign or symptom, known as a differential diagnosis. So a differential diagnosis is how you diagnose MS. And what that means is the MRI, the blood test, the MRI, the blood test, and the spinal tap all have to come back clear. So that if they don't come back clear, and they see an infection somewhere, they can go, oh, maybe it's the infection that is causing her symptoms. But no, if all those tests come back clear, that means you have a certain collection of symptoms that are unexplained, that they can't tell you what is causing them. So what do? They call it multiple sclerosis, and then they shame you and say your body's attacking itself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so number 1, the biggest lie is all of your tests came back positive for MS. No, all of my tests came back perfectly clear. That's the truth, all right? So that's what all these Live at 5s are about, is giving you the truth so that you are in control of your health, you are in control of your whether or not you want to take medication, and you are your own advocate, and you don't have to rely on untruths. Let's call them untruths that the medical community tells us. What did Angela say? Sorry about all the questions. No, I love the questions. Don't apologize for them. Keep them coming, please. Otherwise, it breaks it up nicely. Quinn, it was the nerve conduction test. That's what I was trying to think of the other day. It was the nerve conduction test that you were speaking of in your past post. Thank you so much. You remembered that too, because before I finished that sentence, you're right. I couldn't think of it when they stick the sticky round things on you and they send the pulse down and they see how far that signal goes. Thank you so much, because with the 7-week-old, I didn't get a chance to look that up. Nerve conduction test. Quinn, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so number 2 lie that they tell you, untruth. We'll use untruth. It sounds better. Number 2 untruth is what my EMG. Amanda. Oh, awesome. Oh, and it's good to see you. I haven't seen your name in a while. Good to see you. This comes directly from Dr. Ravel in Neptune, New Jersey. He's the one who said this to me directly. He said, Janine, first of all, let me set it up. I said, listen, there's got to be something that we can do. I can't live like this. He's like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing more we can do. You're on the medication. And, I told you there was a chance you would be getting worse. I'm like, what about diet? I'm reading all these things about how diet changes things. Now, mind you, I was living on a diet of Jersey Mike's subs, pizza, Marlboro Lights, and Sprite. My husband was the Pepsi guy. I was the Sprite person. My old husband, not this husband. So that was my diet at the time. So I said, what if I changed my diet? What if I ate healthier? And right out of his mouth, verbatim, Janine, nothing you eat will ever make your disease any better or worse. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. It doesn't really matter what you eat. Really? So we have now learned through medical medium, Anthony Williams, whoever's not familiar with that, through the people in this group, through my clients outside before this group, diet changes everything. Why? Well, we're going to get to that in reason, the top reason. Diet changes everything. I'll tell you what I did first thing. First thing I did when I started seeing changes right away, and I didn't have this starve, kill, detox protocol back then. It was just born. It was born years later. So the first thing that I did was I went gluten-free. I went gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and within 2 weeks I saw a difference in my energy, and within shortly thereafter, I don't remember exactly, this was 14 years ago, I started seeing a difference in the brain fog, my clarity, my energy, amazing in 2 weeks what that did. I'm like, what I eat doesn't make a difference, huh? So yes, what you eat makes a huge difference. Angela, what if a person has a BAC pump and multiple UTIs? Okay, so UTIs are caused by the Epstein-Barr virus. UTIs are caused by the Streptococcus virus. That is a cofactor of the Epstein-Barr virus. So reminds me to get to that when I talk about the number one reason. You guys probably know where I'm going with the number one reason, but I'm going to write that down, UTIs, so I don't forget it. Okay, so excellent question. I'm going to get to that when I get to the number one reason. What did Patty say? I wish I knew then what I know now. Right, Patty? Right? I wish I had a Janine in Minding Your Soul way back when to say, don't worry, it's going to be okay. MS, you can totally heal MS. Look, I did it and other people have done it too. I know, Patty, I wish too, but there's a reason for it. We have to remember the universe is always working for us. So everything that's happening is not happening to us, it's happening for us. And when I get in my moods of why did this happen to me, I just remember that. So borrow that if it helps you, because it really does help me. All right, so nothing you eat will ever make your disease any better or worse. Big fat lie. The number 3 reason, am I doing that right? 5, 4, 3. Okay, the number 3 untruth that we hear from the doctor so often is you need, okay, my notes aren't that good. You need contrast with your MRI. How many times I was told, well, don't bother getting an MRI. You need the contrast. Well, why do I need the contrast? And I didn't even know back then how bad it was. We'll go over that in a second. Well, why do I need the contrast? Like, well, we need to see if your MS is active. I'm like, my MS? What is my MS? What is the thing that you're looking at? And they said, well, it's your immune system. We need to see if it's actually attacking. I'm like, attacking what? We're going to get to this later. What the contrast actually is, and I'm sorry we're on live and we're not like where you guys can chime in because I never get to say this word right. Gladiolium. It's that chemical. Oh, hey, Rhonda. Hey, Ginger. How are you? Thanks for signing on. Gladiolium. It doesn't flow off my tongue. The stuff that they inject inside you when you go get an MRI, the contrast, that is all a concoction of heavy metals. And that is why you get an exacerbation after you get an MRI. And when you ask the doctor about this, most doctors, if not all doctors, will say, oh, well, it's the stress of what you just went through. Because if you're getting the MRI, it's very stressful. So they're blaming it all on the stress. It's not. I should have done this in a different order. It's the heavy metals. It is the virus feeding on the heavy metals. So you can absolutely get an MRI without contrast because then they'll be able to still see the lesions. And by the way, lesions are just a scary word for scars. Scars, that's it. There's just scars. Lesions, scars don't mean anything. 90-something% of the people in this world have scars on their brain. They have scars on their spinal cord. When we get told that we have lesions, it's because they're testing us for MS. If a perfectly healthy person walked in and got an MRI